In 2009, my life changed forever. Before that year, I was like anyone else. I lived my days, worked my job, and spoke only Hmong and English. I wasn't religious and didn't think too deeply about the unseen world. But then something happened that shook me to my core. I became ill in a way that no doctor could explain. My family called it Neeb, the sickness of the spirits. They had seen signs of this before in older generations of our people. At first, I didn't want to believe it. I told myself maybe I was just stressed or getting sick. But the more I tried to ignore it, the stronger it became. Strange dreams came to me at night. In the day, I heard voices whispering my name. My body felt heavy, like it carried more than just my own soul. I could no longer deny it. The spirits were calling me, but I was just a young man. I liked playing video games and hanging out with friends. I didn't want to be a shaman. It scared me. But as weeks passed, the whispers grew louder and the dreams more vivid. The spirits wanted me to listen, and so little by little I did. I gave into the call, to the pull on my soul. It was not a choice really, it was a destiny. That destiny began with a shaman named Muaj. She was very old and lived deep in the mountains where shamans often go to learn their ways. She took me in and began teaching me about the spirit world. I won't bore you with all the details, but she showed me how to control my dreams, how to talk to spirits, how to heal the sick. The lessons were hard, they were also beautiful. I learned more than I thought I could ever know. One lesson was especially important. She showed me how to look inside people, not with my eyes, but with my soul. I can't explain it well, but when I look at someone now, I can see inside them, their good and their bad, their pain and their strength. I can feel their sickness, the kind that medicine cannot cure. I can see what is missing from their spirit, what they need to find their way back to wholeness. Sometimes I even hear their thoughts, like a voice inside my own mind. This gift is amazing, but it is also a burden. It makes me sad to see so much pain in the world, so much confusion, so much loss. But I try to do my best to help those who come to me. But let me tell you, being a shaman is not easy. It's not some trick or fake magic. It's a real life with real problems. There are times when the spirits come too strong and I get overwhelmed. There are days when the bad dreams make me feel hopeless. There were even times when I wished I could forget everything I learned and just live a normal life. But then something stops me. I hear a cry for help, see a lost soul in need, or feel the presence of a spirit that needs guidance, and I remember my calling. I have to do this. It's who I am. But there is one story I have to tell you. It is the story of my father. He died a few years ago, and I felt his passing in my bones. But what happened after his body grew still was something else. For the days leading up to his burial, I was not alone in my own body. He came into me, into my soul. He lived inside me. He spoke through me. When our relatives gathered, it was my father's voice that came out of my mouth. They listened in shock as he said his last words, gave his final blessings, and comforted those who wept. Everyone knew it was real. Everyone knew his spirit was present. Then, after he was buried, he left me, but he left behind a gift that I never expected. Not long after, I discovered that I could speak languages I had never studied. Words in Thai, Chinese, Lao, and other Asian tongues flowed naturally from my mouth, as if I had known them since birth. I, who had only ever known Hmong and English, was suddenly speaking to people in languages that connected me to distant cultures. It was as though my father and the spirits had opened doors in my mind that had always been closed. So I continued walking down this road. Many wonders happened. People came to me from far away, across borders and oceans, to ask for my help. I have guided lost souls back home, healed bodies broken by illness and accidents, and protected families from evil spirits. I have done so many things that seem impossible to most people, and every time I do these things, I am reminded that what we see and hear and touch is only a small part of the bigger picture. There is so much more that exists beyond the physical world. We just need to open our eyes and hearts to see it. There are many kinds of shamans. Some use herbs and rituals to heal, others talk to animal spirits for guidance. Still others specialize in helping dead souls find peace. I try to do my best with whatever I have learned. It is not always easy. Sometimes the spirits are angry, sometimes the sick have forgotten their own power, sometimes the dead are stuck and don't know how to move on, but I help because that is what I was chosen for. This is not to brag or scare people, it is to show what my life has become. Let me be clear, I am not saying that everyone should become a shaman. That is not my message. Most people are meant to live a different life. They have their own paths and purposes. But for those who hear the call of the spirits, who see the whispers in their dreams, who feel the burdens of unseen worlds, I say go forward, do not be afraid. I was once like you, afraid of what I didn't understand, but once I embraced my gifts, my life became richer, deeper, more meaningful. Of course, it was also harder. It was scary. It was painful. But that is part of growing. If you choose this path, you must understand it comes with great responsibility. You will see and hear things that others cannot. You will feel the weight of many souls. You will face challenges that test your strength and faith. But if you keep learning, if you stay humble, if you never stop seeking wisdom, you can do it. You can walk between two worlds and be a bridge between the seen and the unseen. You can help those who are lost. You can heal those who are hurting. You can protect those who are vulnerable. Now I want to address something that many people ask me. Why me? Why was I chosen? The truth is, I don't know. I was just a regular guy. I didn't ask for this. But maybe that is the point. Maybe the spirits chose me because I am average. I am not smarter or stronger than anyone else. I just listen and try to do my best. If I can do this, so can you. You don't have to be special. You just have to be willing. Willing to see the unseen, willing to help the helpless, willing to walk the path of a shaman. Today, I still walk this path. It is my honor. It is my duty. It is my life. I am a shaman, and this is my story. But it is not my story alone. It is the story of many who walk this path, who have walked this path, and who will walk this path in the future. It is a story as old as humanity itself, the story of those who connect the dots between worlds. If you feel drawn to this way of life, I encourage you to explore it further. Learn about your traditions, talk to elders, listen to the whispers within you. Don't be afraid to follow where the spirits lead you. You may not have all the answers. You may not know exactly what you're doing, but as long as you have a pure heart and a willingness to serve, you can do this. You can be a shaman. For me, this path has been a blessing and a curse. I have seen wonders and suffered losses. I have helped many and failed some. I have grown in ways I never imagined. I have learned secrets that most people never will, but it has also been hard. I have been tested again and again. I have doubted myself. I have questioned my purpose. I have felt the crushing weight of the world's pain, but I kept going. I kept listening. I kept learning, and in the end, that is all any shaman can do. So if you hear the call, if you feel the pull, if you see the signs, don't ignore them, embrace them, accept them, grow with them, become the shaman you were meant to be. Thank you for listening to my story. Remember, the world is full of magic and wonder. You just have to open your eyes and heart to see it. Until next time, stay curious, Stay open-minded and stay connected to the unseen world around us. Goodbye.